Hey guys, this is going to be a review of the Vermeer T1255 Commander 3 Terrain Leveler made by TWH in 150 scale. This model goes for I think $199 usually, and I was able to get it for $179 on diecastmodels.co with their 10% discounts, and I got it with a special going on, one of the holiday specials, so I was able to get it for cheaper. So head over there, check those out, and gonna get started with the review. Really nice model. Like it a lot. It's got a few issues, really not that big of a deal. I'd pay the full price for it any day, and I'll probably end up with its brother, the hydrostatic trencher. So starting off with the front, that's full height right there. That's pretty good. It's powered by these two hydraulic cylinders, which are nice and stiff and detailed, as you can tell with the decals. It's got a casted hydraulic cable that goes down like that, and then connects up with these that go up. There's great hydraulic detail on the top. I think that's great. Just looks awesome, you know, overall. So that's max height, and then that's no, it's got a little bit more than that. That's max depth, so it can chew up the ground lower than that. This one not so much, but this one on the other side falls out occasionally. I think that there's a way to detach it, because otherwise they wouldn't make it able to come out. But I messed around with it a little while, and honestly, I don't want to break it, so I don't really mess with it too much. So you can see just some great bolt detail. You got some warning labels. You've got the terrain leveler decal on the side, and a kind of a rubbery restraining mat, not a mat, protector that runs around, just to keep it from throwing anything too far. So I'm going to show you the underside without dropping the camera. Try to balance my tripod here, just give me a sec. So you can see this is all metal under here, just really mean. There's a good pattern to it. You can see how it funnels in. It would be turning that way. There's this kind of this conveyor belt which runs farther up, which is how it's powered. It comes in and just spins it all together. Just very detailed, very sharp looking, very mean. Just like it a lot. Pretty awesome. Very detailed. Well done. So moving back towards the end of the model, you can see it does have on both sides these little track wheels, so just kind of keep it from skidding around too much, and keep it the right height. Those will go, that's as far down as they'll go, and then you'll tilt both ways, and they'll stay up if you want them to. So very detailed. There are two hydraulic cylinders back here for tilting, and it does tilt, but the hydraulic cylinders don't really extend. You can see one of them right there. So, and they don't really hold very well. So if I was to build this model, I wouldn't build it with that in it, just so that it can, you know, I know it's a detail it's nice that they put it in there. I just would have, if they decide to keep it, just make it a little more functional and a little bit better detailed. So moving back, once again, hydraulic cylinders. I like the paint tone, how it's the same color as the rest. On some lower quality models, the Paint on the plastic is different than the paint on the metal. It's just, you know, makes the whole thing a lot better in my opinion, that it all matches like it would on the real machine. So once again, hydraulic lines, good bolt detail all the way around. And when you get the model, another reason why I think it's detachable is because this whole yellow piece right here, it comes off. I glued it in because I couldn't find the way to detach it, and so it kept on falling off. So this comes out and all of these are out, and that hold in the hydraulic lines. So that kind of led me to believe, but I just couldn't figure it out and I didn't want to break it. It's a pretty delicate model, so I glued everything in and just gonna have it the way it is, and it works pretty good. So moving back down, this panel comes off, but there's nothing inside of it really, just a little bit of empty space, maybe storage or something, and it's kind of a pain to come on and off, but same thing on the other side. So that's the look along the top there. This is the cab, and I'm sure you guys have seen pictures. The cab does come up just because it's a large machine and the cab's set pretty far back, so it just helps the operator see what they're looking for. So that's run off of hydraulic, and that's nice and smooth and can pose it in any position. This really nice detail underneath the cab and behind, some great wiring, batteries and everything. I just think it looks great under there. Very detailed. So door does open. Let me just get my little pointer tool here. So the door opens. There's a little handrails on the door, which are metal. And then inside, we got a detailed cab. The cool thing is chair swivels. So that way, whether the operator's looking at the controls or looking forward or backwards or whatever, he can see without having to strain. So very detailed. Controls are off to the side instead of facing forward, which is kind of interesting, but obviously I presume that's the way it is on the real machine. You got your Vermeer logo and your T1255. On the back, just some wiring. Here's the etched through catwalk, that when it comes back down it folds in right behind here to help the operator get in. This nice wiring, air cleaner for the cab. This would be like a little safety. Doesn't do anything, but to be a safety to say keep it from going up or keep it from going down. So in here you've got the opening engine compartments, which are completely etched through. Just a great detail. So they open individually. This one's a little tighter. To expose the engine inside, and that's just great detail inside. I like it a lot. Very realistic. So moving to the back, you can see this would be the radiator, and it's just a huge grill. It says Commander on it right there. It's your Commander logo. Vermeer along the back, just huge. Not etched it's etched all the way through to the filter grill behind, just to keep it from sucking in things, but you can't see into the engine. Air cleaners for the engine and the exhaust stack, and the little piece of the muffler there. Moving on to this side, this is an air intake, not an air intake, but it's like a cooler fan, and some wires. You can see the fan in there, very detailed, and then you can just see the engine again from this side. Just very detailed, handrails all the way around, and I like it a lot.